Students, in this video we'll discuss about drift velocity and relaxation time. It's a very important topic, right? What is drift velocity, how electrons collides with positive ions, and how we can calculate average drift velocity. What do you mean by relaxation time? What do you mean by average free path, right? So these are all the things we are going to discuss in this video, right? See, we all know that in metals there are large number of free electrons, right? And because of this free electrons we are getting electric current. Clear? Matter is a good conductor of electricity. The reason for this is there are many free electrons. On an average you can say that there are nearly 10 raised to 29 free electrons or 10 raised to 28 free electrons per meter cube, right? So what is current basically? Current is rate of flow of charge. Q is equals to NE, right? So since N is very large in number, we can produce more current. So metal is a good conductor of electricity, right? Suppose let us consider a metallic rod. This is a metallic rod, right? Now we know that in metals there are positive ion and free electrons, right? See, I'll start from the beginning. This is an atom. Atom is electrically neutral. The central part of atom is known as nucleus and electrons are revolving in the orbit, right? As a whole the atom is electrically neutral. But when this electrons gets detached from the attraction force of the nucleus, these electrons will be able to move, right? So these electrons are known as free electrons. So from the metal, when an electron is being removed, it gets converted into from an atom, when an electron is removed, it gets converted into positive ion, right? So similarly in a conductor there are positive ions and free electrons, positive ions and free electrons. Now because of heavy mass of positive ions, they don't move, they will just oscillate about their mean position. Clear? Because of heavy mass, positive ions will not move, it will just oscillate depending on the temperature. That means more the temperature, more will be the amplitude of oscillation. This is what we have studied in standard 11 physics, right? Okay, so these are the positive ions and these are the free electrons. Now electrons will have kinetic energy because of the temperature. Electrons, these are electrons, all the electrons will be moving in random direction just because they will be having kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy with the electrons will be having, this will be because of the room temperature. This we have studied in kinetic theory of gas. Half mv square is equals to 3 by 2 kBT. That means kinetic energy of electron is proportional to temperature, and because of room temperature they will have some kinetic energy in form of thermal energy, or you can say they will have thermal energy in form of kinetic energy, and because of this kinetic energy electrons can move inside the metal, right? Let us discuss further. Now as I said that inside the metal there are positive ions and free electrons, and these positive ions are not able to move, they will be just oscillating depending on the temperature, but the electrons inside the metal can move because they will be having kinetic energy due to the temperature. Okay, now when these electrons are moving inside the metal or inside the conductor, they will be continuously colliding with the positive ion. They will be continuously colliding with the positive ion, right? That is their motions, the motion of electron will be continuously opposed because of the frequent collision that it makes with positive ions. This is the cause of resistance. This is what we say resistance is all about, right? Already we have studied resistance means property to oppose the flow of current, right? Whenever charges are flowing, if electrons are flowing, rate of flow of electron can constitute current, right? So when this electrons collides with positive ions, their motion is being obstructed, and we can say that that leads to a resistance, that is opposing the motion of electrons. That is what we called it as resistance. Now, well, that is not the part of our topic, but when electrons are moving, right, see, this is the cross section, or this is the part of the conductor. Now electrons are continuously moving, right? Say this electron is moving, it will collide with this positive ions, and as positive ion is heavier, it will not leave its position, it will not move. So it is an electron which will be drifted, which will change the direction, it will go over here, again it gets collided, say it will come here, it gets collided, right? So this is the random motion that electron undergoes inside a metal, right? We have just taken one electron, that is to explain you all that this electron will undergo this kind of motion. Simultaneously there are many electrons inside the motion which will all undergo random motion. That means vectorly we can get sigma v equals to 0. Sigma v equals to 0. That means suppose if one electron is moving in this direction, similarly at the same instant of time another electron will be moving in opposite direction, one electron will be moving in this direction, one electron will be moving in another direction, opposite direction. So as velocity is vector quantity, the summation of all the velocities of electron comes out to be 0. This is the reason that even though electrons are moving inside the conductor, they cannot constitute any electric current, right? Current can only be formed only when there is uniform motion of the charges. All the charges, when they are moving uniformly in one direction, that leads to electric current. But what we have seen that all the electrons inside the metals are undergoing random motion, right? And due to this random motion, there will be no velocity of electrons, and if there is no velocity of electrons, there cannot be any electric current constituted inside the metal. Clear? So that is the reason that if I am giving you a piece of metal, or if I am giving you a conductor, you won't get any kind of electric shock, you won't get electric current, right? Even though metals are moving, but their motions is very random, that cannot form any electric current, right? Okay, now let us discuss what happens when the conductor is connected to a battery. Battery means a source of energy, and then we'll understand what is drift velocity of electron and what is relaxation time, right? So in the next video we'll discuss this. When a metallic conductor is connected to a battery, how electrons are being drifted from one end to another, how the drift velocity of electron is being removed, what is the difference between drift velocity and drift speed of electron, why are their values so differ, what do you mean by relaxation time. Clear? So this will be discussed in the next video.